Here's an example. Bring that to life for me. You give me a lot of numbers, Cyrus, but what does that mean? So look at the salary here, $90,000 salary for a 53-year-old male here. His goal is retired at 67, right? So that's 14 years. His goal was to have $400,000 when he separated from service to date, because he had recently purchased a home and wants to make sure, in the event of a premature death, that that home was paid off and he leaves an inheritance to his wife and children. So you see under the basic column here, he had $92,000 because he has a $90,000 salary. So he can't round it to the nearest thousand at that point, right? Because it's $90,000. So he gets additional $2,000 on top of that, so it's $92,000. He has option A, which is additional $10,000 coverage. He has option B, which is 3 times his salary, $270,000 of coverage. So his total federal employee group life insurance coverage is $372,000. Okay. Now, for his spouse, he has 1 times coverage for the spouse, 3 times for his children, total of $12,500. Bi-weekly, they're withholding $31.72 from his income. Okay, that's only $825 per year. That's a phenomenal premium for $372,000 for himself alone. That's a phenomenal premium. Now, let's look at age 67 when he's going to retire. What we see here in his salary is if he received a 1% annual raise. Okay, so he's projected to retire, and his final salary at that point would have been $102,428. So now we go over, we see his basic amount is now $105,000. We see he still has $10,000 on the option A. On the option B, which is 3 times his salary, now that's $309,000. So his total death benefit under FEGLI is $424,000. So that puts him right where he wanted to be at $400,000, right? Now he has lowered the family coverage. He still has the one-time coverage on his spouse, which is $5,000. And then he has the one-time coverage on children now, which is $2,500. So that brings that total to $7,500. So now he's paying $176 per pay period, right? Now, he retires the next month, 67. Boom. He turns, right? But his premium now is $587. Well, where's the big increase that you referenced? The reason it's not because the agency already started paying for 25% of his premium at 65. Now, at age 70, remember I said, when your age ends in a 0 and 5, and a number of you all are seeing this and experienced it when you leave an earnings statement. When your age ends in a 0 or 5, you're going to see a premium increase automatically. So at age 70, it goes from $585 to $866 per month. These premiums are deducted from your pension income, right? At age 75, now we're closer to our mortality table if we're still alive, right? It goes from $866 to $1428 per month. At age 80, it goes from $1428 to age 80, $1991 per month. I have yet to see a pension that could support those types of deductions and still maintain their lifestyle that they desire to live throughout retirement. FEGLI was never created to be a permanent long-term fix. It's a term group life insurance policy. As a matter of fact, a 5-year renewable. That's the reason when you see it, even if your salary didn't change, if I didn't change the salary, you will still see an increase in pay when your age ends in a 0 or 5. All right? His goal was $400,000. So here we're going to show under the FEGLI column what his premium is at that point, $1,166. Well, over those 14 years, his total premium paid to FEGLI is $42,903, right? So he has the $428,000 there. We recommended for him to replace option B, keep option A and the basic, and then take a 75% reduction on those when he retired at 67, because it's $0 in premium, and we really only replaced option B to reach the $400,000 goal. But for illustrative purposes, we're going to take you here. So it would have been $45.01 per year premium here versus $11.66. Well, that's quite a bit more, right? $3,300 more in premium that you would have paid, right? By year 14, cumulative premium under FEGLI is $42,903. The total premium here for the life insurance policy to replace it is $63,010, right? So the cumulative premium here is $63,010 versus $42,903. Now, of the $63,010 paid here, he has $20,142 in cash over that 14-year period, right? So the real cost of insurance he paid under this replacement is not $63,010. It's $42,868 because he has $20,142 in cash, right? Well, let's go down to year 80. If he keeps FEGLI, he would have paid a cumulative premium of $219,150. If he passes away, he has $420,000 going to his beneficiaries. Well, under this strategy, they probably would not have had him to continue to pay death benefits here because they'd have been looking at his cash value, trying to pay the minimum premium to keep those policies in force. But let's just say he did it. He kept paying the premiums. Now he would have paid cumulative premiums under this policy that he replaced FEGLI with $120,515. Of the $121,515 paid in, he has $51,145 in cash. So the real cost of insurance is $70,370. So what if he no longer needed the $400,000? Well, he can make adjustments and lower them, right? But with the FEGLI, there's no type of cash value building, so the money is just spent. So you just lower your premium. But here he has options. Let the death benefit continue to pay for the premiums, or if he no longer needs the coverage altogether, he can surrender the policy and take the cash value, right? So he has options. But what he found out again was it was far less expensive to utilize a FEGLI replacement than it was for him to utilize or to maintain the FEGLI coverage.